Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point, and let's dive into the big political story of the day. And that took place at about 10:30 this morning when Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, launched yet another scathing attack on the Election Commission of India, escalating his charges on what he calls his vote chori. This time accusing the Chief Election Commissioner of protecting vote thieves, vote chores. EC, of course, dismissed all the charges with what they called was a fact check. BJP hit back, calling it theatrics. The leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, says this is just yet another trailer, the real hydrogen bomb that he's been talking about. Remember the first time he spoke of vote chori? He said he was going to drop an atomic bomb and he made the allegations. Now he says he's prepping for a hydrogen bomb. This was just an interim trailer.
Lok Sabha leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi escalated vote chori charges further. Thursday, he alleged a large-scale, deliberate deletion of voters from electoral rolls across the country. In support, he presented Karnataka's Aland constituency as a case study. The LOP claimed that there was a bid to delete over 6,000 votes in the constituency.
This is being done in a centralized manner, and this is being done not using individuals, but using software. Serial number one, the first name in the booth, and using it to delete voters. That same person got cell phones from outside the state, used them to file the application.
Rahul Gandhi said that after an FIR was filed in Karnataka in February 2023, the case was handed over to the CID. Over the next 18 months, the CID sent 18 requests to the Election Commission seeking technical details, including destination IPs, device ports and OTP trails. But there was no reply. The Karnataka Chief Electoral Officer also followed up the matter multiple times. The leader of opposition claimed that only partial data was finally shared in August 2023 and he described them as insufficient.
अगर ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट प्रूफ होगा जो कोई मतलब उसको निगेट नहीं कर सकता, मैं जाऊंगा। मैं देश के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की रक्षा कर रहा हूं, संविधान की रक्षा कर रहा हूं, मैं लोकतंत्र की रक्षा कर रहा हूं और मैं सच्चाई आपके सामने रख रहा हूं।
Rahul Gandhi further alleged that similar irregularities were found in several other states, including Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Haryana.
You can see, you might remember that those names there, JW from the last presentation. So it's the same system that is doing this. It's doing it in Karnataka, it's doing it in Maharashtra, it's done it in Haryana, it's done it in UP, and we have proof of all of it.
While the LOP claimed he has a mole inside the Election Commission to help him fight, CEC was quick with its rebuttal to Rahul Gandhi's allegations. The Election Commission strongly rejected the allegations, calling them incorrect and baseless. It said no deletions can happen without due process or a hearing, and that public users cannot delete votes online. On social media, in its defense, the Election Commission posted a fact check of Aland constituency of Karnataka, debunking Rahul Gandhi's claim. BJP hit back with counter accusations.
ये सवाल जो आया था, यात्रा का विषय था, जो बांग्लादेश से घुसपैठिए आए हैं उनको बचाने का विषय था। ये राहुल गांधी की यात्रा घुसपैठिया बचाओ यात्रा थी।
ऐसा है वो कोई बम ला दे, जैसे एक फुस हो गया ना, पटाखा निकला कर्नाटक वाला, ये भी फुस हो जाएगा। लेकिन सवाल ये है कि ना आपको संवैधानिक संस्था पर विश्वास है, ना आपको चुनाव आयोग पर विश्वास है, ना आपको कोर्ट पर विश्वास है। जो राहुल गांधी कहेंगे वही सही होगा क्या? मैं बहुत भरोसा करता हूँ।
This is the second round of revelations made by the Congress leader. On the 7th August, the LOP alleged voter fraud in Karnataka's Mahadevpura constituency and how bogus votes in Bangalore Central aided BJP win. Earlier this month, after wrapping up his voter Adhikar Yatra, Rahul Gandhi had promised to soon drop a hydrogen bomb of irrefutable evidence of vote theft. On Thursday, he clarified that this was not that H-bomb, but a preview, escalating his vote chori allegations notch by notch. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, let's quickly get you up to speed with the latest response coming in by the Election Commission of India. The EC, ever since Rahul Gandhi's press conference this morning, has been, as per them, fact-checking the leader of opposition. The latest, the EC has responded to the Karnataka CID inland vote Chori row. FIR registered by ERO under the authority of ECI on 21/2/2023. All available information with ECI already shared with SP Kalburgi on the 6/9/2023. The EC says out of 6,018 voter deletion applications, 5,994 voter deletion applications were rejected, not deleted. The CEO Karnataka has already been providing any other assistance, information, documentation to the investigating agency. Viewers, just to hark your memory, Rahul had claimed EC only shared partial data. The EC quick to respond, like I pointed out earlier, ever since the morning of part 2 of Rahul Gandhi's vote chori allegations. The EC has been fact-checking Rahul Gandhi on what they claim is facts versus Rahul Gandhi creating a bit of fiction. And the latest fact check on that, on particular vote chori allegations, vote theft allegations where Kalburgi is concerned, you have the EC, which has now come out and said that there is already an FIR that was registered by ERO under authority of ECI, and this happened at the same time on 21/2/2023. And all available information with the ECI is already shared with the SP Kalburgi. Out of 6,000, and that's the operative part, 6,018 voter deletion applications, 5,994 voter deletion applications were rejected, not deleted. All right, I want to quickly cut across to our guests this evening. Joining me, Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Sujata Paul, spokesperson, Congress. Sujata Paul, the Election Commission of India, right through the course of the morning, has been fact-checking Rahul Gandhi on the second lot of allegations that he's made today. The latest, where they speak of the 6,000 plus voter theft or vote chori, which Rahul Gandhi touched on upon this morning. They actually say that out of that, about 5,999 were rejections, not deletions.
Good evening, Preeti, to your audiences and my co-panelists. The fact of the matter is that the Election Commission is simply behaving like a mouthpiece of the BJP, and the BJP is coming out to defend them. I don't understand why, because Rahul Gandhi did not even mention the BJP. Now, having said that, when you talk about the expose made by Rahul Gandhi, is it the job of this election commissioner or the election commission to fact check him or to provide evidence? Because he has only blocked the investigation of the CID. In 18 months, 18 letters were written to them, and what they are saying is that the names were not deleted but rejected because we were quick. Our candidate was quick enough to file this FIR. And that is why the CID investigation began, and the FIR, and of course, they could not delete those names. If those names had been deleted, of course, our candidate's margin would have come down. Whereas the fact is that we are now going to go after every single vote of our people. And we want the process to be extremely fair. But why is it that it is the opposition, that cries foul every time? Because there is foul play happening, and this is being done very clearly by the BJP. Now, what we have asked, or what rather the CID has asked, and what we are talking about now, is the details of the destination IP, the device ports, and the OTP tracks. But the EC is not giving us that. Why is he blocking it? Now, if vote theft had not been caught, of course there would have been problems in this particular constituency also. And of course, we have won this seat because we were vigilant. Now, it is clearly that there is a systemic effort to centralize this deletion, this addition from phone numbers which do not even belong to the state of Karnataka when it comes to Karnataka voters, Maharashtra, when it comes to Maharashtra voters. So who is doing it, and which, if allegations have been made, no less by the leader of opposition, you can't just brush him off. And as far as Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad is concerned, nobody even values him in the BJP. So I don't even want to respond to what he said.
Okay, one second. Let's not get into personal attacks, Sujata Paul. The fact is there are certain allegations.
Personal attacks. What I'm saying is because he's making
okay, hold that thought. I'm going to bring in Tuhin Sinha. Also, what the EC is doing is a fact check, ma'am. The latest news that we broke before we just got you in seemed to suggest the figure that Rahul Gandhi had given of about 6,000 plus votes. The real figure in terms of deletion out of that was 5,999 votes. And on behalf of the EC, an FIR was already registered. I'll come back to you. I'll circle back to you. Hold that thought. Tuhin Sinha, do you think now the trust deficit is so wide where the Election Commission and the opposition is concerned, the perception, the waters are so vitiated with that it's best maybe now to have a court or monitored probe?
Well, on the contrary, Rahul Gandhi with today's press conference has lost all credibility. 2 days ago, the Karnataka High Court had invalidated the election of K.Y. Nanjegowda from the Malura constituency because of fallacious counting of votes. And today, with Rahul Gandhi's ill-informed arguments, he seems to have invalidated B.R. Patil's victory from the Aland constituency. Now, please note that the FIR with regard to possible or attempted deletion was filed on 21/2/2023, which is 21st February. When did the elections take place? It took place in May, which means that the Election Commission was aware of the problem and the FIR was filed by the Election Commission itself. The problem was duly addressed. At the same time, the Election Commission has made it very clear that factually, that, in terms of, technically, it is impossible to delete certain voters based on an external OTP and from an, unknown number. In fact, Anjani Mishra, one of those people whose numbers have been provided by Rahul Gandhi, and by the way, Rahul Gandhi, does not believe in data privacy because the way he's flashing other people's numbers just shows his lack of concern for people. So, Anjani Mishra has categorically said that he has nothing to do. He's based out of Lucknow or he's based somewhere in Uttar Pradesh. He has nothing to do and he might be filing a complaint against Rahul Gandhi. The point is, Aland is a constituency where BJP had been winning from 1989. This was the first time that Congress has won, and since the FIR was filed 2 months before the election, there is a strong suspicion that if at all certain deletions were happening, it was the Congress party which was presiding over it. What adds to the suspicion is the fact that K.Y. Nanjegowda, another Congress MLA, has been disqualified just 2 days ago. So I think Rahul Gandhi has a lot to answer, and instead of making these baseless, puerile and ill-informed allegations, he owes an apology to the country.
All right, I want to bring in Sujata Paul back. Both of you have about a minute each to make your point. Sujata Paul,
yes.
Similar contradictions were found in the first group of allegations which Rahul Gandhi had laid at the doorstep of the EC, which now Tuhin Sinha is also echoing in the second round.
The fact of the matter is that the BJP spokesperson has made a wild allegation because was the Congress party in power in 2023? When this FIR was registered, when the elections were happening, clearly there is something amiss here. And if the BJP lost, it is because of the manipulation that they began, from where? From the Panna Pramukhs that they had made. So they have identified people who will switch to the BJP. They have identified those who will not switch, and they know clearly which people are never ever going to vote for the BJP. And that is why this targeted deletion or addition of voters is being carried out. Now, the fact of the matter is that the BJP is coming out in defense of the Election Commission, whereas it should be the Election Commission which should come out. Mr. Gyanesh Kumar, on whom the allegations have been made clearly and squarely by Rahul Gandhi, and he should be answering these questions.
All right, okay, your time is up. 1 minute to Tuhin Sinha to come in with the counter, then we need to close the show.
Well, Preeti, this Congress party is logically challenged. On 21/2/23, 2023, when the FIR was filed, we had a BJP government in Karnataka. Imagine a BJP government filing an FIR against its own government, carrying out a CID investigation, and then also losing the election. Does it make sense? Of course, it makes sense to the most logically challenged people in the world. Number two, do you recall how during the press conference when Rahul Gandhi was pointedly asked, are you going to approach the court of law? He just shrugged it off, saying, it's not my responsibility to save the democracy. Is your responsibility only to manufacture anarchy in this country? Why does Rahul Gandhi not want to go to the courts? Because in the last 3 or 4 occasions, whether it was on the issue of RSS or on Rafale, he was eventually forced to apologize because of the
I'm going to give the both of you 1 minute each.
This is my bold prediction on your show.
Stay with that. Stay with that thought, Tuhin. 1 minute each before I come in. So Jata Paul, just you have exactly 1 minute to commit with a counter. Then I'll get into Tuhin and I'll close the show. Final 1 minute, ma'am.
Certainly, this is what democracy is all about, because we believe in the fairness of elections and we expected the CEC to carry out its duties fairly. But clearly, if the BJP was in power and the Congress candidate won, because we were vigilant, and this time we were much more vigilant because we were seeing what was happening in the previous elections. So that is point number one. The reason for us winning, and let us not undermine democracy, which is what the BJP spokesperson is doing by saying that the BJP was in power and the Congress could not have come in. Secondly, why is it that there are a whole lot of people who were brought over there and you have no answers to that, using their names, the names were being deleted and the CEC has not fact-checked. Let them fact-check on that, no? Thirdly, the centralized system that is happening is clearly through these call centers or some kind of software which the CEC needs investigation into. And that investigation, if it has started by the Karnataka CID.
All right, ma'am, time's up. 1 minute, Tuhin, and I need to close the show. Final comments.
Well, of course, if Rahul Gandhi's allegations carry any genuineness, they need to be investigated. But then the question arises, why is he not signing the declaration form enabling the Election Commission to go ahead with the investigation? Number two, why does he continue to oppose SIR even after SIR has not been stayed by the Supreme Court? And more importantly, I have issues with the language of Rahul Gandhi. Did you notice today that after, when the national emblem was being played, he was promising post the playing out of national anthem that he would leave a hydrogen bomb. This is not the language which a leader of opposition is supposed to speak in this country. And he has had enough atom bombs, hydrogen bombs and whatever. He is a failed politician who has not been able to prove his allegations time and again, whether it was on the Rafale issue, whether it was on the vilification of Savarkar or RSS, and it is about time that he respects institutions, he respects organizations and trusts the electoral process.
I appreciate both of you for joining us. Thank you there. Clearly, this is a debate which will continue in days to come, because Rahul Gandhi today also said it's a time to drop a hydrogen bomb. But one thing is very clear, that the trust deficit between the Election Commission and the opposition couldn't be at rock bottom right now, the worst that we have ever seen, viewers. With that, I want to quickly shift focus, and this is good news. India, just a few days ago, struck gold at the World Boxing Championship in Liverpool with stunning victories. Well, we're going to focus right now on the victories coming in from two young champions, Jasmine Lamboria and Meenakshi Hooda, clinching titles against top Olympic medalists, sparking celebrations back home and inspiring a new generation of Indian boxers. They are now back home, and we have them both joining us. Jasmine और मीनाक्षी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much कि आप दोनों मुझसे जुड़ी. Congratulations. सबसे पहले जैस्मिन, congratulations, क्योंकि जो आपकी कैटेगरी थी जिसमें आपने हराया, वो एक ओलंपिक कैटेगरी है 57 किलोज की, और वो उनको आपने हराया जिन्होंने पेरिस में सिल्वर ओलंपिक मेडल जीता था.
सर, जैसे मैंने 2016 में बॉक्सिंग स्टार्ट की थी, तो उस टाइम पे मतलब हमारे घर से कोई लड़कियों में नहीं था सर, बॉक्सिंग में किसी गेम में भी नहीं था, क्योंकि मतलब बॉयज के, हाँ, मेरे जो कजन्स थे वो जाते थे बॉक्सिंग करने, मतलब किसी भी गेम में चले जाते थे, लेकिन लड़कियों के लिए नहीं था उस टाइम पे. तो फिर जो मेरे अंकल हैं, जो मेरे बेसिक कोच भी हैं, संदीप और परविंदर लंबोरिया, वो खुद भी इंटरनेशनल बॉक्सर रह चुके हैं, तो उनको ये था कि कहीं ना कहीं कि हम भी हमारे मतलब सभी लड़कियां जैसे बाहर अच्छे से मेडल लेके आ रही हैं, देश का मतलब नाम रोशन कर रही हैं, तो क्यों ना हम भी, जैसे वो खुद भी बॉक्सिंग कर चुके हैं, तो फिर वो बोले कि हमें भी एक मतलब ऐसे एथलीट्स को बनाना चाहिए कि हाँ हम भी लड़कियों को मौका दें। तो उन्होंने फिर मेरे से पूछा कि क्या आपको कोई गेम वगैरह करना है, तो मैंने, मेरा पहले से था क्योंकि मैं बचपन से ही देखती आ रही थी सर की जैसे घर में मेडल रहते हैं वो फाइट्स करके आते थे, मतलब कुछ थोड़ा थोड़ा याद था उनका। लेकिन जब मेडल्स वगैरह देखते थे तो फिर वो सब मतलब इतना वो लगता था मेरे को कि मेरे को भी ऐसे ही मेडल लेके आने हैं इनकी तरह। तो फिर वो मोमेंट था सर कि जब मैंने 2016 में हाँ बोला, फिर उसके बाद से उन्होंने जो मतलब मेरा सपोर्ट किया है, साथ दिया है, वो बिल्कुल मतलब कंटिन्यू रहा, मतलब ट्रेनिंग से लेके हर चीज को लेके। और मतलब दोनों जो मेरे चाचा जी हैं, जो दोनों बेसिक कोचेज हैं, वो मतलब मेरी हर फाइट्स में, मेरे हर मोमेंट में, मेरे मेरे हर अप और डाउन में मतलब मेरे साथ खड़े मिले। और बस उनका यही मोटिव था कि अगर हमने गेम शुरू करवाया है तो हमें मतलब ये एक एग्जाम्पल सेट करना है कि हाँ जी लड़कियां भी गेम में अच्छा कर सकती हैं, लड़कियों को भी हमें बाहर निकालना चाहिए। जितना मतलब हम लड़कों को एक छूट देते हैं ड्रीम देखने की, बाहर निकलने की, तो वैसे ही हमें लड़कियों को भी देना चाहिए ऐसा मौका। और ये उनका मतलब अधिकार है या हक है बिल्कुल। तो फिर बस वही कि फैमिली का सपोर्ट रहा, बिल्कुल मेरे कोचेज का, मेरे जो चाचा जी हैं उनका इतना सपोर्ट रहा कि फिर मतलब कभी पीछे मुड़ के फिर देखने की का मतलब मेरा को रहा ही नहीं। मैं बस फिर ये कि अपना गेम कैसे इंप्रूव करना है, कैसे क्या करना। अप डाउन्स आते रहे हैं, बहुत सारे आए हैं, लेकिन वही है कि वहां हम रुके जीरो रहे।
जैस्मिन, अब तो बस आगे ही देखना है। मैं एक चीज़ और बता दूं अपने हमारे व्यूअर्स को, दैट बोथ जैस्मिन एंड मीनाक्षी कम फ्रॉम माय होम स्टेट हरियाणा। आई टेक ग्रेट प्राइड in having them on my show. It's an honor, it is a privilege. It's a state where girls were never allowed to even step out mostly. And these two girls that you see on your television screen have constantly, they've broken the mold, you know, crashed stereotypes. Meenakshi, I want to go to her now because viewers, Meenakshi's story is nothing short of a Bollywood film. She comes from a humble family. Her father was an auto rickshaw driver who put everything aside to fuel the goal of this young boxer. Her gloves, Meenakshi's gloves, used to be borrowed gloves. She didn't have the money to buy new gloves, and her father put together money after she won her first championship, put together money to gift her those gloves. Meenakshi, जो मैं कह रही हूँ अभी कि जो आपका सक्सेस है उस पर फिल्म लिखनी चाहिए। आपने इतनी मशक्कत की है, आपने इतनी स्ट्रगल की है, और जैसे जैस्मिन ने अभी बोला मीनाक्षी कि जो फैमिली पीछे खड़ी होती है ना उसको बहुत कम देखते हैं, क्योंकि उनकी स्ट्रगल, उनकी फाइट, उनकी डेडिकेशन भी काउंट करती है। आपके फादर ने आपकी ड्रीम को सक्सेसफुल करने के लिए बहुत सैक्रिफाइसेस करे हैं, आपने बहुत अपने आप सैक्रिफाइस करे हैं, बहुत मेहनत करी है। दूसरों के ग्लव से आप खेलती थी, जब तक आपके पिताजी ने, जब आपने पहला टूर्नामेंट जीता, उन्होंने पैसे जमा करके आपके लिए ग्लव्स लाए। अब ये सब अगर देखती हैं और आज देखती हैं, जब ढोल बजता देखती हैं, सुनती हैं, तो क्या महसूस होता है मीनाक्षी?
स्टार्टिंग में मतलब कि ऐसे ही, जैसे मेरे खुद के पर्सनल ग्लव्स नहीं होते थे, वो तो मतलब कि जैसे सेंटर पे 5-10 जितने भी पेयर होते थे तो उनसे ही हम सभी लड़कियां ट्रेनिंग करते थे स्टार्टिंग में। अभी जैसे फिर मेरा उसके बाद साई सेंटर में 2017 में मेरा साई सेंटर में सिलेक्शन हुआ, तो वहां से मेरे को ग्लव्स वगैरह, फिर उसके बाद मैं 2021 में जॉब लगी तो फिर थोड़ा खुद का हो गया। और मैं मतलब कि मैंने बताया ना आपको कि मैं मिडिल फैमिली से बिलोंग करती हूँ, तो थोड़ा फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम रहता है। लेकिन फिर भी मेरी फैमिली ने, मेरे मम्मी पापा ने मेरे लिए इतना किया, मतलब कि ना वो जितना कर सकते थे उससे कई ज्यादा गुना किया मेरे लिए। और जहाँ कमी लगी वहां पे मेरे कोच मेरे लिए मतलब 24 आवर्स अवेलेबल रहते हैं, किसी भी टाइम किसी भी चीज की जरूरत हो मेरे को तो वो हरदम मेरे साथ खड़े रहते हैं।
मीनाक्षी, आप एक इंस्पिरेशन है, एक ऑनर है कि मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ, आप दोनों से बात कर रही हूँ। इट्स अ प्रिविलेज एंड इट्स एन ऑनर। एंड अगर जैसे आप दोनों हरियाणा से हैं, हरियाणा में कहते हैं ना, छोरियों ने लठ गाड़ दिया। बहुत बहुत खुशी है कि आपसे बात हुई। लॉट्स ऑफ लक गोइंग अहेड, वी विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। ढोल ऐसे ही बजता रहे, ऐसे ही आपको मेडल्स आते रहे। थैंक यू सो मच। All right, viewers, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of To The Point. We'll see you tomorrow.